my Fox Ryan Tail. Again, I'm at Fox. Why the fuck does it look like it's... Oh, that's why everything... Ah, crap. Hold on. I was honestly trying to fix this thing, and I'm like, why does it look like it's so super close in? And I know why, because I had to zoom in. Actually, hold on. Well, a little bit better. But yeah, I just finished watching Samurai Jack Xciii. Oh, I gotta freaking learn these Roman numerals. I don't know the Roman numerals like up to like, I guess 30. I think. I don't know when it starts going with L. But this was the newest episode. It takes place. I don't want to say right after the last one, but it takes place after it. But sadly, I didn't catch like the first, I think, like 2 minutes. But I did catch the rest of it, which was awesome. I'm happy I caught it. I had a rush. But couple things. One, we saw Aku in this, which fudge, yeah, we saw Aku. 2, I don't really like the voice. I know the original voice actor is, moved on, passed on and whatnot, but that boy, this guy's voice, it doesn't sound Aku enough. Like, it has the... Wait, let me see, hold on. In a distant land, I, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evils. It's not as great. It's not as great, but Aku's voice. It sounded like where it could. It sounded still funny, but then it's also still kind of like he sounds like a villain and stuff like that. And I don't know. This voice just didn't sound as good. It didn't sound like. It didn't sound as imposing when it wanted to be. Because there's a scene with Aku, like there's these mud monsters there, and Aku sees the mud monsters like, "What are you doing?" Like this, he sounds like, "What are you doing? You're getting yourself everywhere." He doesn't sound as passionate, I guess, with it. Because I feel like Aku, the voice, the guy who voiced him from 1 to 4 would have been a little bit more like, "What are you doing?" Like sound like more yelling at something, but this was more just like a monotone, like not monotone, but like it didn't have like a higher tone, or he always kept like kind of the same tone the entire time, and so it didn't sound as Aku enough. I don't know, it just sounded a little bit weird, sadly, but whatever. One thing I do like though is even though this is like a darker season or whatever, they still keep it as Aku is still a comedic villain. He's still comedic. Like he comes up out of the fires. He tells these mud monsters to go away, and then his evil scientist from season 4 come out saying, "Master, we've made a new bug bot. It's super huge. It wants to kill everyone. We'll kill that samurai." And Aku's like, "Well, fuck." I'm looking at my thing. I'm hitting the red so many times. But, fudge me. Okay, hold on. Let me lower the gain a bit. Hopefully it doesn't sound as bad. I'm hoping. But, so Aku basically says, "Oh, you're still trying to kill the samurai? You still trying to kill the samurai? Well, don't mind me." This is a terrible Aku impression, but, "Oh, I don't worry about him anymore. He's just a blah, whatever. Yeah. You go kill the samurai if you want to, Mr. Scientist. It's fine. You can go kill the samurai. I'm just gonna, go rest." And he falls into his fire pit or whatever, and then it's like a split personality of him. It's his psychiatrist, and he's slitting on a psychiatrist. Then he's like, and he's talking. He's like, "I thought the samurai would be gone. I waited a couple of years. I destroyed all the time portals, and hope the samurai would just die. But no, he's still alive. And if anything, he grew a longer beard, saying that he's gonna stay here forever." And they're everyone's saying "If only we could find a way to solve our problem. An only way." Then we cut to a wolf walking down a path. There's 2 paths. The wolf then takes the left path, and then of course we come to Jack riding on his motorcycle, and he takes the left path as well. So it's Jack is this wolf. And it is kind of the wolf is the symbolism of Jack again. The wolf finds these giant tigers that come and fight, and he fights these giant tigers, battle ensues, and that also happens at this point. Jack 1 kills the bug bot instantly with a spear. That I'm still not quite sure how it came out of it, but whatever. Because it's like a retractable spear, but then like this big head comes out like the little. And I'm like, I don't. You know what? Screw it. I'll say it's future technology. Why not? Aku future technology. But Jack then starts fighting Aku's daughters, who beat the living out of him, and to the point where Jack has to then hide. Which one? I also do love like Jack's new clothing, even though it gets like almost completely destroyed in this. I do like Jack's new clothing because it's like Jack's original clothing is, you know, the samurai robes, the white robes, the katana on the side, which of course just screams samurai, and then, you know, hair up in a bun or whatever it is. And then this one, it is still samurai, but armored samurai, which I really do like. He even still more wears the helmet, which I'm like, all right, sweet. But yeah, so Jack basically gets the crap beat out of him. He throws some good punches, shooting the guns, shooting like a Gatling gun, but they pull all the weapons away. He runs, hides inside the head of a bug bot, where he then proceeds to then talk to his past self from seasons 1 through 4, who's basically saying, "What are you doing? Like you're going to lose," and like they're saying, he's like, "No, I won't lose," or whatever, and they were saying like, and basically the past Jack is telling this Jack, I don't want to stay here in this godforsaken time anymore. I want to leave, and basically saying that like eventually he's gonna die, and our Jack, or the new samurai, our Jack, is basically saying no. I can beat these guys. They're nuts and bolts. Aku will send more robots, and I will defeat them each time. They're all just nuts and bolts. And past Jack's saying, "Who cares? We can't. Without the sword, we cannot defeat Aku. And once he knows that, we're screwed," or something like that. There's only one thing to do. And Jack said, "No, I'm not going to do that." Which, of course, samurais, when there's no honor or anything like that, I can't really remember what the real reason for it is. All I know is Keanu Reeves and the other samurai do it in, like, I forgot what the 47 Ronin. You know, probably the best samurai movie, but still, where they, which I'm pretty sure they're talking about Seppuku, where, you know, you kill yourself. And I'm just thinking, and I don't know, maybe it is just a cultural thing. But for me, I'm just like, no! I'm not gonna freaking kill myself. Are you insane? I don't care if I'm dishonored. After that noise, there's a whole game trilogy. There's no trilogy yet. There's a whole game series about being dishonored. And look how that turned out. Amazingly. Fudge, that'd be a lot quicker game if Corvo just killed himself. But yeah, Jack then sees like a temple. Young samurai Jack says, "Our ancestors are waiting for us," and Jack looks out and then sees like the ghost samurai on the horse, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a resemblance of his ancestors or if that's supposed to be, I don't know what that is yet. I think it's probably supposed to be kind of Jack's ancestors, or for all I know, that could just be like, you know, Jack saw the future, saw what he would become, and kind of just like, that's who I'm supposed to be, but that shadow, I don't know if I'll be able to make it that far, or something like that. But Jack sees a temple and then, you know, makes a dash for it. You see him running, which I also love in this episode is that, like, Jack's clothing slowly gets ripped off. Like, in the original Samurai Jack, of course, Jack, like, got his clothes ripped off like almost every other episode. But in this one, it's kind of showing that his armor gets cut off bit by bit by bit. Just showing kind of like, you know, that Aku's daughters are kicking the crud out of him. And they really are. And another cool thing about Samurai Jack also is that this character did have a lot of, like, things where, like, he was either he's been defeated a couple times and needed to be rescued a couple times, which is also pretty good. It just shows kind of how good of a character Jack is in the sense, like, yeah, he's awesome, super strong, but he still needs some help. But Jack's running. Also, Aku's daughter stole the scatting robot's sword. But Jack's running towards the temple, and it starts to rain, and he uses the rain basically to hear the daughters, and that's when he hears the daughters running through the rain, and he looks back and sees, like, you know, Aku's daughter's like, well, he doesn't say anything, but you see his face, like, this episode gets really intense. to the point where he gets to the temple, he hides like in a crack in the ceiling, which I'm like, well, yeah, who the fuck's gonna look for you there? But Aku's daughters, first you see Aku's daughters walking around this temple, and you think like, okay, one of them's gonna find Jack, but no, they all then disappear into the shadows. You're like, okay. And only when Jack comes out and then starts walking through the temple, and he actually then, starts stumbling upon them, and they just start attacking him. He's running through there. They're coming at it every other way. It's just freaking... The episode is just freaking awesome. Then even like one point where he barely... And again, his arm is getting ripped off bit by bit. And at one point where he finally runs into like this crypt and hides in one of the crypts, there's just an intense scene where like this music starts playing, where this music could either be played as like the ending... It sounds like the ending of a story. Like, like the hero or whatever, or the characters get away from like a killer, and like this music starts playing. But then also it just feels kind of like ominous too now, especially that it's playing over Jack hiding to the point where like he's like literally, you can see the fear in his eyes as he looks up at a little glow bug on the top of the thing that's apparently going to give him away. You see the Aku's daughters walking through the crypts, and like they can't find it, but then they slowly look back and then like start walking towards the crypt he's in. And you see the light bug suddenly go out, and then you see like the crypt smash. Jack flies out. He's trying to fight them, but they're breaking all of his swords. And like you just see him fighting, getting cut, slashed. His clothing get ripped more and more to like it's just like the bottom of his pants just ripped. And then basically if I remember correctly, one of the daughters chases him out faster. Jack turns, spins, takes a knife, and just like he fights the girl. If I remember correctly, I can't basically remember. Sorry, I can't really remember much because there's a lot of action in this. But you see them fight, and then you see just goes, slices. You see the girl's throat cut, and you see Aku's daughter just fall, and you see blood, actual blood, just like come out, and Jack's like, just like when he's stunned for a bit, then he like. And also sees that this girl's the one who has the scatting robot sword. But the others are coming. He's like, he grabs the sword, and like he also sees that he's stabbed too. So he pulls the knife out, walking along the walls. He bleeds, and every time he does, he's knocking the sword against the walls as it, you hear the ring, so it means they're gonna explode. Which I'm thinking, that's freaking smart, taking that sword, and like again, like that's why I kind of like. I love games and stuff where, like, you take an item from, like, the boss or whatever, and, like, you kind of gain their powers. Sadly, I had never actually played any other Mega Man game other than, like, the Mega Man ZX one, the one with Axel in it. So, sadly, I don't really know much about playing other games like that. I think the closest one I probably played would be... I was thinking of that bunny game I played, but I don't even think that really counts. But still, I always love the idea of, like, taking a boss battle weapon. But, like, he takes it, uses it, the Aku's daughters are coming... He's tapping the side, and then all explodes. And as soon as it explodes, Jack, like, there's like an opening. He falls into the river, drops the sword. You just see him fall in the water. And you see blood, like a lot of blood all in the river. And you just hear, and then just like, what's gonna happen next? Watch out! just the watch out, and you're like, fight! I want to know what's gonna happen next. But, and then like I saw like for the next episode, the clip for the next one, it's just Jack saying, "I will give you all," and then also it cuts to the wolf and the giant tiger monsters, and all the tiger monsters are dead, but the wolf is like, looks like he's dead, but it's just like, fudge. But of course we know Jack's gonna be the next one, so good, and for the rest of the season. But yeah, but so Jack. Trying to think. So, but in the next one, it looks like Jack's gonna fight Aku's daughters, and they're gonna have they say like Jack says, either turn around and leave, or you will face your destiny. And Aku's daughter's like, our destiny is to kill you, and he goes fine or something like that. Fair enough, and it just ends. And I just love this show. It's so good. It still has the action. It still has the humor with Aku. And it freaking has, like, dramatic, like it's just dramatic seeing this character, this awesome character who we've seen, yes, like I said, he's been beaten down before, he's lost some battles before and then had to be saved. But, one, we see a character who even the past of is like, what are you doing? Like, he's like, his past self is basically saying, we're gonna die. I'm tired. I am tired of living. Just kill yourself. Let us go home. Let us rest. And Jack's like, no, I'm not gonna do that, which is good. Don't die. Don't kill yourself. That's why I always had a problem with, like, not self-sacrifice and, like, things like that. I can I can understand. I can understand self-sacrifice over someone else, but also in some of the things, it's kind of like, in some things where it's kind of like, if you could do more good alive than you could dead, don't kill yourself for that. And I mean, and I'm not saying, and I'm trying to think of a good scenario of that. But even like this, like, Jack killing himself now wouldn't save anything, wouldn't help anything. Yeah, it's not self-sacrifice, it's more like he's tired, but he still has work to do. He still has work to do. He can't go out just yet. He still has to save everyone. So he can't go out. Not yet. When you're dead, once you pass on to the next world, unless you're being reincarnated, you're probably not going to be able to help much. Oh, jeez. But yeah. But it is kind of cool seeing that, and seeing that, I guess, duality is just kind of like the old Jack just saying, I just want to basically go to sleep. I don't care. He just wants to die. He just wants to commit seppuku. Seppuku. I believe that's what it's called, seppuku. If not, oops. Seppuku? Seppuku. It sounds so cute, but then you realize what the fuck it means. Seppuku! Think of my little stuffed animal. Seppuku! But, seppuku? I don't know. But, the episode was awesome. It was cool. It was cool seeing Jack with that sword. It kind of sucks that we can't really see more with that sword. Because honestly, with that sword, he probably could destroy almost, like, any of Aku's daughters. All we need is one hit, either tapping them with it or, like, enough, to hit that blade, hit one of their blades with it, and their blades are gone. So, that kind of sucks. But either way, I don't know if he's going to get that sword right. Probably not, but still. I want to see what's going to happen next. And also, he did lose the sword, but I don't know to what then, because Aku doesn't even know that the sword is gone. So there must be something. So he must have been fighting something that he lost that sword, that he wasn't able to go retrieve it. I don't know. I'm going to wonder. And like Aku said, he destroyed all the time portals, but I'm pretty sure he didn't, since that blue guy with the red sunglasses and that time portal behind him already said, yeah, he's going to pass through this one. So I'm guessing maybe Aku wasn't able to get to that one or didn't know about that one. Who knows, though? But, also 50 years. It didn't take those geckos to rebuild the stone or whatever. I guess maybe it's a mystical stone, so I guess not. But still, the episode was good. It was awesome. Fighting was good. It still had the comedy and still had the seriousness, and the point to where, like, again, you didn't need they didn't have basically any dialogue throughout all of this. To the point, and even one point Jack yells, I think it's more out of fear, like, no! Or something like that. But then again, also, like, if you've seen, like, fighting, like, huh! Key eyes and stuff like that, it's supposed to, it's supposed to help with fighting at some points, and also kind of, like, put your person you're fighting off balance a bit, like, why the fuck is he yelling? But, so maybe that's kind of the reason why he was yelling at that point, but it was kind of, the fighting was awesome. Again, like, the show is kind of like, it's simplistic, and like, even points, it doesn't even need even dialogue in it for you to be entertained. Samurai Jack in and of itself, from season 1 to now, is an experience. It's an experience, and I mean that in like I've seen, like, what is it? I haven't seen the new X-Men show yet with Xavier's son or whatever, but in that one, it's like the people are talking about, like, this show is an experience. And I'm just thinking, like, okay, I wonder how much of that's true. Because Samurai Jack is an experience. And you know how you can tell an experience from, I don't know, a regular show, I guess? If you can watch a show, if you can put a show on in the background and not really miss what happened on it, and, like, you're looking all away and you can't really miss what happened on it, that's not really an experience. If you put Samurai Jack on and leave it in the background, you will not know what the fudge is going on until you actually look at this. This is a show where you have to look at it because it's mostly, yes, action, but it's not mindless action. It's great action, great fighting, great emotion, and stuff like that. Done through music, sound effects, of course, and all of that. And through minimal dialogue. And it's really good. It's so good. I wonder if Cartoon Network still has the Samurai Jack games on the website. Because there used to be the ones with the codes. Where, like, you had to watch the show back then. Like, oh, get the code so you can get some of Samurai Jack's new equipment. So I kind of want to know, one, if those games are still on there. Because I kind of want to do a Let's Play. And two, that'd be kind of cool to do. And two, is it, fuck, I'm trying to think. Do they have all the codes online now? Like, did someone, like, take all the codes, write them down somewhere, like, here are all the codes for all the weapons. I kind of hope someone did. That way I'd be like, fudge yeah! That way I can play the game, like, get all the weapons. Even though I still want to use most of the katana, but still, sword. But yeah, this show was awesome. I love it. Can't wait for more. Guys saw the premiere for all first 3 episodes. So this one, and then the next one. So guys saw the first 3 of these. So and he said they were all good. So I'm hoping the next one's gonna be really good. And I wonder if Aku's daughter's gonna be through all of this, or if, like, you know, Onion Head's gonna be the last one left. I feel like Onion Head is going to be there. And again, a cool thing about this also is we kind of also don't know which daughter is who, because they all basically look the same. They could all be any of them. We don't know who is who because they never talk to each other and stuff. Which is also kind of cool because if you kind of like Onion Head, you kind of think, okay, maybe Onion Head's going to join Jack. I kind of feel worried, like, okay, was she the one who just got her neck slit? But then also it's in a sense, again, still, it's, these girls are trying to kill Jack. No! Stop it! Anyways. Really good show. Definitely check it out if you haven't yet. Check out the other seasons. Check out this one. And again, it still shows continuity with the old one because, again, they still showed the doctors, which apparently are Immortal 2, I guess. But so, yeah, they showed the doctors from Season 4 again, where the one with the jazz John Wick robot. So it looks like, you know, there is still continuity between them, which is all very good. And I definitely want to see more. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. Watch the videos that I've done. Please link in the description below. Where did I put the sword? Please check out all my other videos. There are links around me, as well as a little subscription button right over there. Either way, thank you so much for watching. Check out my videos. And we will see you later. Say hello to my little friend! It's not even loaded, is it? Don't look down the barrel of a gun, kids.